What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my death predictions on who I think will die next in episode 7 of the Scream series. Let's get this party started. Okay, so spoiler alert if you're not caught up with the Scream series yet, or if you haven't been watching it recently, I'll have a link to the MTV website. You can find all the episodes of the Scream series on the MTV website. They're pretty easy to find on there. You can just look it up, and they actually have the first episode of the Scream series uploaded on YouTube, so you can watch it on YouTube. But the rest of them, you'll have to watch them on the MTV website. So they're pretty easy to find. I'll have the link to the MTV website in the description so you can watch them yourself. So, first I want to talk about this. Now, I'm following the Team Sidney Prescott page on Facebook, and they released this picture. This is one picture they posted. Let me show it to you. Okay, so it shows Emma. It looks like she's walking away from someplace and she's covered with blood. I can't confirm if this picture is actually from episode 7 of Scream, but if it is, I don't think she's covered in her own blood. I think it's someone else's blood. I think Emma witnesses the death of one of the characters who are supposed to die in episode 7 of Scream. Also, I read on Twitter that someone new will die in episode 7 of the Scream series, and quote unquote, it will be the wildest death in the series. And I also saw this picture on the Team Sidney Prescott Facebook page. Let me show it to you. The only problem is, now I saw this picture on the Team Sidney Prescott page. The only problem I have with this picture is not everyone who I think is going to die is shown in this picture. Now, the people who I think are going to die is 1, Brooke's dad, 2, Brooke, she is on that picture, 3, the sheriff, and 4, Detective Lorraine. Those are the 4 people who I think will most likely die in episode 7 of Scream. I could be wrong, but those are the 4 people who I think will most likely die. But also, the character Will is also a possibility because the killer took him and is keeping him captive now. But it seems too obvious. I really think the killer is going to keep him alive longer to use him as leverage with Emma. That's what I really think is going to happen, but I could be wrong. He could bite the dust in the next episode of, He could bite it in the next episode of the Scream series, so it's very possible that he's going to die. I'll tell you why I think those 4 characters who are named are going to die, though. Okay, first is Brooke's dad. I think he might die because he's obviously up to no good with Will and Jake who were blackmailing him earlier. Even though Will and Jake turned over all his blackmail money and gave him the video back, which they were using to blackmail him, I still think he's gonna die because he's up to no good, and plus they've been focusing on him a lot, and he doesn't seem like a character who's gonna make it to the ending. So I really think that Brooke's dad is gonna die, and I really definitely think that's possible. Also, I think Brooke might die because, first of all, she is a really slutty character, and slutty characters always die in horror movies. But mostly because I saw her scream in I saw her turning around and screaming in the preview or trailer for episode 7 of the Scream series. But part of me doesn't really think she'll die right away in episode 7 because I do really think she's gonna die because everyone wants Brooke to die. But I think that's the reason why she won't die yet in episode 7, because everyone is so excited to see how Brooke is gonna die. So, she could die in episode 7, she could die with Will in episode 7, but also because I'm starting to like Brooke, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of other people are starting to like Brooke too, because she's not really that mean. She is kind of annoying and kind of bitchy, but she's not really that mean to everyone, and we're starting to see, we saw the humane side of her, especially after Riley died. She was crying about it and everything, but because of that, that's one thing that makes me think it's really possible that Brooke is gonna die in episode 7. So yeah, I'm predicting she might die next too. Or she might die next by herself. I don't know. Next is the sheriff. I read online, especially on the Team Sidney Prescott page, that people think that the sheriff's the killer, but I highly doubt he is. I think he might die mostly because I want him to die, but I know that's not a good enough reason, but it could be possible. But he'd also be a perfect candidate for who would die next in the Scream series, because first of all, the police don't want him to help anymore because he's not doing a good job. And second, I think he might die while he's trying to save Maggie or Emma from the killer. That's what I think might happen. That's what I really think how he's gonna die. I don't think, like, the killer is gonna wait till he's home alone and call him on the phone. I highly doubt that's gonna happen. I think he's gonna, when Emma and her friends go looking for Will, because she's gonna try, this is what I think is gonna happen, she's gonna try finding Will. She's gonna try tracking down the killer to find Will. He's probably gonna tell her to come to some creepy place. She might bring Audrey and Noah with her, or not. And then what's gonna happen is the sheriff follows her and tries to save her, but then the killer ends up murdering him. That's how I think he's gonna die in the series. That's really how I think it's gonna die. Will that happen in episode 7? I don't know. It might even happen in episode 8, depending on how long they decide to have the killer hold Will captive. But that's how I'm certain that he's gonna die. Also, last is Detective Lorraine. I think Detective Lorraine, I'm really convinced that Detective Lorraine might die because she's suspecting Audrey might be the killer, even though she might be right about that. But if she is, then that's just adding an extra nail to her coffin, because if Audrey really is the killer, she might target Lorraine next, because Lorraine might be on to her about that, and she might say, oh, we need to get rid of Lorraine, she knows that I'm the killer. So that's what she's probably plotting. But if Audrey isn't the killer, I still think Lorraine's gonna die, because she's focusing she's so arrogant, she thinks she's really confident, she really thinks that she's gonna solve this case and everything. But I really think that's what's gonna get her killed, because she's misleading herself. The killer's gonna pick up on that. He's gonna know that she's trying to solve the case, and he's gonna come and kill her next. That's what I really think is gonna happen. I don't know exactly how she's gonna die. She might die while she's, like, trying to pursue Audrey or trying to arrest Audrey, and the killer might jump out and start stabbing her and kill her. That's my best guess on how she might die, or if she's following Audrey and, like, spying on Audrey and stalking Audrey, and then the killer appears and kills her. That's how I think Lorraine might die. But I'm not really sure. It's really possible that she might die, but she probably won't, because so far we had no adults die so far. We haven't really had many people die so far in the show anyway, but it's definitely possible that she might die next. But in reality, I most likely think that Will is gonna die next in episode 7, if someone really does die in episode 7. I just didn't want to believe it, not because I like Will's character or anything, it's just that it seems too obvious. I think the Scream series would do a better job at surprising us than killing Will, because the killer is holding him captive and everything. I don't think Will's the killer, and I really don't think Will is helping with the killing, because the killer stabbed him pretty badly. People also think Piper might be helping the killer, but when I saw episode 6, when Will was taken by the killer actually swung at Piper, unless he missed her intentionally. Well, Will stopped the killer from stabbing Piper, but I really think that Will might be the one to die. I just don't want to believe it because it seems too obvious. He probably won't. It's really possible that he won't die in episode 7. They might be trying to rescue Will. They might be successful at rescuing Will. Emma might, but someone else might die, such as Brooke or Emma, or just such as Brooke, Brooke's dad, the sheriff, or Lorraine. Especially Lorraine. I think Lorraine might die because she might be following Emma. Because Emma probably takes Audrey with her to go find Bill and rescue him from the killer, and Lorraine probably comes with them, and while Lorraine's spying on them and watching them, the killer probably jumps out and stabs her or something. So I definitely think that's possible, that Lorraine might die in episode 7. So, Episode 7 of Scream airs at 9:10 p.m. Central on Tuesday, August 11th on MTV. Make sure to tune into it and watch it. If you don't, they most likely will post it on the MTV website. I really hope they do, but it's possible that they won't. So far, they uploaded the last 6 episodes on the MTV website, but I'm not sure if they'll upload episode 7 on the MTV website, but they probably will. So, yeah, make sure to check that out. And that's it. And make sure to comment and tell me if you agree with me or not. Who do you think will die in episode 7 of Scream? Please type it in the comments and please let me know. Because the whole point of this video is to start a conversation with you guys, my viewers. The most important people. So, yeah, please comment, share your thoughts, tell me if you disagree with me on everything I say. Please do, and I'll get back to you on the comments. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also to my main channel, the little eye on the upper corner of the screen. Make sure to click that so you can subscribe to my main channel. Don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. And that's it. So, peace out, people.